and welcome to another episode of Conversations from the Grove. I'm Sean Cox, the artistic director of the Grove Theater, and we are thrilled to welcome with us today Mr. Isaac Bell, who was a company member last summer and will join us as a company member this year as well. We're thrilled to have him back, and we're thrilled to have you here. Thank you for joining us on the podcast, Isaac.
Thank you for having me. It's nice to be here.
It's lovely to see you. Just for anybody who might have forgotten or it's been so long, can you just remind the folks of what all you did last season for the company?
Sure. If you want, I can just go grab my guitar. I feel like it'll be a nice visual aid to help people remember. I played just an insane amount of guitar and had an awesome time. I was Tommy in the Buddy Holly story. I was a sort of P.T. Barnum Master of Ceremonies at the Canadian Legends, which was a heck of a great time. I played a little George Harrison in the Beatles show and sang my little heart out for some Broadway. It's all over the place.
So a lot, tons of music, tons.
So I kept every piece of sheet music. It all goes in the file. I don't throw any sheet music out. It's all going to be useful again sometime. We'll see.
I love it. There was electric guitar. There was acoustic guitar. There was
little bit of banjo here and there. Yeah,
little banjo. I feel like there was something else as well.
I played the upright in the Buddy Holly, which that was new for me. The enormous, and I was like, I've been playing guitar for 17 years, so my left hand, the calluses on this hand are fine. The fretting, we're okay, but this hand, it was like, hey, what are we doing, boss? This isn't what we're used to. These are enormous, thick strings and
trombone. There was
trombone
in there as well.
That was
So a musician of many different talents. Very, very lucky to have you. So for this coming season, which is a little different, what will you be doing this season?
So this season, I will be playing Sir Bedivere and Lady Lancelot in this year's production of Spamalot, the musical, which I'm so excited for. It's been a while since I've done a musical without a guitar in my hands, so I'm going to have to remember, the jazz hands. They're coming back. They're still in here somewhere, very deep. And I will be performing in the Canadian Legends Part 2 and the 70s Dance Party. I'm gonna rip it up.
Yeah, they should be tons of fun. Both shows are going to have like an insane amount of fantastic music. Yes, in Spamalot, you're swapping out the guitar for a sword. So
yeah.
That should be fun. So, just can you, for those that are that don't know, could you share just a little bit about your background, like where you're from, and you obviously have such a background in music as well as other elements in theater. Just kind of give us a little background on you.
Sure. I'm from originally from Curtis, shout out Curtis, what's up? And then the family moved north to Bob Cajun, so I'm from the area, and I'm a self-taught musician. My musical history is, if you'd indulge me with a camera move here, it's sitting right over there on the record stand. So this is my mom's side that I got from my mom. This is all the Pink Floyd and the Rolling Stones, and then over here is what I got from my dad, which is all the Bruce Springsteen and your Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald type songs. So that my musical history was from getting good music shown to me by my folks, and then wanting to learn how to play that musical history. Like I would be sitting and thinking, like, damn, this Meatloaf guy, he can really rip. Like this, whoa, Bat Out of Hell, wow. And then I have to make that sound myself. I have to, and cut to hundreds of hours in the basement and bedroom later, and here I am. I can't imagine doing really anything else. I've marinated myself in it at this point where you can't. I'm a musician. You can't cook me any other way at this point.
Yeah. Well, all that time. So, did you start with acoustic or electric guitar?
I started with this. Thank you for what a lovely question. I started with my dad's old Barclay guitar, which is a super strat kind of ripoff. When you picture a guitar in your head, you picture a Fender Stratocaster. So there's all these other guitar companies that started making knockoffs in the 60s and 70s because they hadn't patented it yet. My dad had one. It was called a Barclay. It sat in our basement for 20 years. We used it often as a prop for our battles we would have. It was an axe before it was a guitar, ironically enough. Sometimes it was a sword. There you go. So eventually I realized, wait a minute, that's an instrument. And I taught myself the classic first guitar song ever. I taught myself, and my mom, in her infinite wisdom, saw that I had taught myself a song, and thought, okay, we're going to the guitar store right now. And she bought me an Epiphone acoustic guitar, 6 strings, because the Barclay only had 3 left. So I was doubling my amount of strings. But yeah, my mom saw it really early, and she knew, she knew I wasn't going to learn it in the public school system. So she thought he needs a guitar in his hands, and she bought me one. And the rest was spending a lot of time, like I said, in the basement, in the bedroom, just in the lab, I think is what they call it. I thought if I played guitar, all of the girls when I got to high school would be very impressed. They weren't, but you know who was? All of the other guys who played guitar. And so I started hanging out with the guitar nerds, and then I'm in the jazz band, and then I'm in the musical, and actually now here I am sitting in front of you. So.
I love it. Oh, that's brilliant. Well, I like the progression between like guitar and even banjo. That all sort of makes sense. When did trombone come into it?
Trombone was first, actually. The aforementioned public school that I went to, you have band, and you were assigned an instrument. So a bunch of my friends got assigned the trumpet, and I wanted to sit closer to them. I had been assigned the clarinet, but the reeds were all the way over here, and I don't know any of these kids. Like I don't know any of the clarinet kids. All of my friends play brass, and so I said, "Is there any brass instrument that's still available?" And there were 2. One was the trombone, and the other one was the tuba. And I took one look at the size of the case of the tuba. I said, "Give me a trombone. We'll do trombone." Yeah, and it turned out to be it's pretty fun. My uncle played, as I found out, and he would bring his trombone over and he would teach me a little bit, and we'd jam a little bit. But I think in my soul, I was always meant to have strings and frets. I think that's it's in my DNA.
Oh, I love it. That's great. Well, it's fascinating because nowadays for working in the theater, there's so many shows that require actor musicians. That it's no longer the triple threat. It's a quadruple threat now. You have to be able to.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah.
And as being somebody who can't like a rocket kick my own face, it's good. I call it. I have 3.5 threats. I can act, I can sing, I can play instruments, and I will lowercase d dance. You know what I mean?
Sure. Yeah. Well,
3.5 threats. Right? If working on the full 4.
If you can really, the thing I love about about your movement is that you really sell it. I mean, as far as the Broadway show and the Chicago number, man, I thought it looked fantastic. There was some great moves.
Thank you. It's you get a lot of distraction when you are the one in drag. It's a good, and it does. I've always said the costume is the best thing about being able to lose yourself in a character, and it was a great costume. It was easy to inform the actor inside.
I love it. So for Spamalot, which I'm really excited to be working on, we're excited to have Lezlie Wade, who will be directing Spamalot. She's so well known in Canadian theater. A lot of the people that I talk to have either they've heard of her and they want to work with her, or they have worked with her. And you have worked with her, actually.
I have. I've been lucky enough to. I've done the triple crown, you could say, of Lezlie Wade performances, because she directed me in my graduating show at the Randolph Academy. She directed Legally Blonde. And then right after that, she directed me in a Fringe show. I believe we won Best of Fringe. Shout out Lezlie, we kicked ass. And then right after that, she directed me in my first professional equity show, The Mamas and the Papas Story. I think if she would be okay with me telling this, that we were in rehearsal for the Fringe show, and she was walking, we were walking by each other she was going to the rehearsal hall. I was leaving to, do whatever. And she just kind of stopped me and she looked at my face for a second. She said, "You play guitar, don't you?" And I had no idea what it was. I just, yes, of course, yes. That's if a director asks you if you play something, you just say yes. And then you learn that, yes, I play the xylophone. No, I play guitar and I didn't really think anything of it. And then a couple days, maybe a week later, I got an invitation to audition to play John Phillips, the guitar player of the Mamas and the Papas, who anybody listening to the podcast right now, go ahead and pause it on this frame and then look up John Phillips's face. It's scary similar, right? Yeah. So she cast me in that show. Merrick Norman was adequately impressed with the way I play guitar, and there I was. The rest was kind of after that. I had done that show at the Grand, and the next show they were doing was the Buddy Holly story, and they saw that I was an actor who could play guitar. So Lezlie gave me an insane leg up in my career, and I'm always thankful for her for trusting that I could make that jump.
Oh, that's great. I love it. And I love the fact that you guys will be able to work together yet again.
Yep. Oh yeah. 4 for 4.
That's great. As far as last summer is concerned, we did so much. We did so much music, and there were so many shows, and so many people, and so much going on. I'm wondering if there was a highlight for you as far as the summer was concerned. We did a lot, but for everybody, obviously, there's moments, there's songs, there's things that stick out for sure.
I mean, I don't think I could pick one. There's the highlights are. You have to cut out this part because I need to think for a second. um, it's the people are obviously they're always going to be my favorite part about any show, anything that I do is meeting more people in the industry who believe in making good art anywhere, who believe in making good art for places that are underserved for that art. I love those people. So I would say the people, meeting new friends, making new connections, experiencing all of that. And then hot on the heels is, and I know it's kind of a lame, but like every single piece of music we got to learn, like it's a gift to have somebody say, "I am going to pay you to play music." And I just try to realize that every single time I find myself in a position to professionally play music. So I would say the highlight was getting trusted with the music by the beautiful people. And I know it's not a very specific answer, but it is how I feel. I'm a 36-year-old softie. What do you want?
I think that's wonderful. I think that's beautiful. I think it's very honest. And when I think you have so much iconic music that you're being handed and all that, yeah,
Yeah.
it all makes a lot of sense. Yeah.
You can't pick between Neil Young, Bryan Adams, and the Beatles. Like it's pick a favorite child, you can't.
Sure. I love it. Thank you. That's lovely. Well, since between last summer and this upcoming summer, what have you been up to? Like, what's been keeping you busy the past while?
All right. I'm glad you asked. We're going to go on a little field trip.
We're going on a tour.
Yeah. So her name is Veronica Mars. Yeah. I'm just full-time dog dad and auditioning here and there for TV spots when I get them. But for the most part, taking care of this monster.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
How old is she?
She is 2 and almost a half. We were lucky enough to know exactly when she was born because she was an oopsie with 2 hunting dogs near my parents' place.
Uh-huh.
So she's born September 22nd. My wife and I got married September 21st. So now our anniversary is forever just precursor to dog birthday. And we did it to ourselves. We
That's
had the
pretty.
dog and we said, well, screw it. We'll still have the wedding on the, no, it's dog birthday.
So as we are prepping for this coming season, which it's fun for the company because it's our biggest yet, which has been
Mhm.
which has been the case every year as we move into our fifth season. It's our biggest yet.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to? Is there something in particular that you're looking forward to?
Getting a chance to do this musical. I've loved Spamalot. I've loved Python since, you know, I grew up on Stooges and Python and Keaton. So Yeah, I'm just excited to like get to delve into that sense of humor. The like it's so unique that you have to like breathe it a little bit to to perform it properly. You have to know it, because if you don't like know why it's funny, you can't perform it funnily, I guess is what I'm trying to say. Like if I don't know why the knights who say knee are funny, I can't then make it funny for other people because I don't get it, but I do get it. So
Right.
I think I'm excited to like do my attempt at translating why the pythons are funny to people who might not all the way get it. Yeah.
It's such a great show. Every time I work on the script, I look at the music, I can't stop laughing out loud. It
Mhm.
makes me laugh. It's great material. And for people ask me, they're like, so it's kind of like the Holy Grail. And I'm well, no,
Yeah.
no, it is the Holy Grail. Like
Yeah.
those classic scenes between the knights and between, the French guards. It's like it's in the show. It's just
Mhm.
it's just it's infused with this fantastic music. A
Yeah.
number of songs from the old, from the Monty Python songs, Always Look on the Bright Side of Life, Finland, Spamalot. It's all in there. But I think that Eric Idle did a great job of taking that material and sort of updating it. So
Yeah.
there are some elements of the movie I feel a little that are maybe a little dated, and those moments I think he just like turned around and made it really fantastic for the
Mhm.
modern audience.
It reminds me of what Mel Brooks did with the producers. Like there is a movie that exists, and we're going to take it. We're going to keep everything that makes it great, but we're going to enhance it with like the MSG of beautiful songs all over it. And
Yeah, it's
but
great.
you keep the springtime and you keep the stuff that people know, but you add and you enhance and you build.
Oh, that's a great example. Yeah, I'm a fan of the producers as well. And the addition of the Lady of the Lake is great. Such a
Yeah,
great part. It should be tons of fun.
big thing. I'm excited to hear it. I'm
Yeah,
excited.
a lot of fantastic music. All right, so now we're going to move to our rapid fire favorites,
Okay.
which is just kind of getting a sense of your taste and maybe what you're into at the moment. No right or wrong answer. Um,
Okay.
so I'll throw them at you, and whatever comes to mind.
All right. Now, some of these are like favorite piece of art, so it'll be like favorite piece of art right now.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's another pick a favorite kid situation. I don't think you can have just one.
sure, yeah. I think there's moments that like the project that you're working on really might shift what you're
Yeah,
listening
exactly.
to, reading,
Exactly.
or
Yeah.
focusing on. Totally. All right,
Yeah.
first one. Favorite band.
Favorite band, if I was going rock bedrock band, like Pink Floyd, I think. They've just informed so much of how I play the guitar and how I think of what songs can be. And every time I write a new lyric, I will subconsciously compare it in my head to the line, "How I wish you were here. We're just two lost souls swimming in a fishbowl year after year." Because I mean, the economy of words, it's a perfect line. And yeah, Pink Floyd, big ups, Pink Floyd.
Favorite solo artist.
Favorite solo artist, Glenn Hansard, I think. If my heart could write songs, they would sound like his. I think if I could put out one say it to me now in my life, I think I would be a happy man. If I could like get that catharsis, because I can't imagine how good it feels to feel that feeling that Glenn Hansard was feeling when he wrote that song, and then to get it out like that. Like it's gotta feel incredible. Glenn
Yeah,
Hansard.
you and I are on the same page with that one for
Oh,
sure.
we've talked about it before. We've talked Glenn.
Yeah. Favorite movie.
Favorite movie? I think I Birdman. I just ever since I saw it, it's always been stuck in my head. The character of Regan Thompson is so gripping. And Michael Keaton is just incredible in it. And not even talk like the one shot of it all. Everyone's firing on all cylinders. You can tell that they like bought in to what Inarritu was trying to do there. So Birdman for sure. These aren't very rapid fire. I'm taking too
Oh,
long.
they're great. They're great. Favorite actor?
Hmm. Oh, that's so hard. Pass. I got to come back to it.
Okay.
I don't know. I watched Dune last night. I really love Austin Butler. I think he's of the young Hollywood cast. He's my favorite. I think he's the future of what I want to see on it. He in Dune he plays Stellan Skarsgård's son, and I think he just did this on his own. He does a Stellan Skarsgård impression.
Oh, really?
Like it's like that one Batman movie where Christopher Walken is the bad guy, and then his son in the Batman movie is doing a Walken impression, and you're like, that's brave to just do that, like to the guy's face. Like, whoa,
I love it.
yeah.
Favorite?
Favorite actor, you, Sean. You're my favorite actor.
Oh,
There we
well,
go. Go local. Pick a friend.
well. Favorite book?
I don't think I could pick a favorite, but my dad and I are in a book club right now. We got tired of staring at our phones all the time, so actually last summer we started a book club. We just finished No Country for Old Men, which Chef's Kiss, incredible. Cormac, the math. But right now we're on. I don't know if that's reversed or not. We're reading Grapes of Wrath,
Oh, that's yeah.
which
Wow.
I
Yeah.
had never read in school. We read To Kill a Mockingbird, Frankenstein, and In the Heat of the Night, which all great books. Never got to experience the. It's. Do people know about this guy? Like, have
I
people heard about
I
this
hope
book? It's
so.
incredible.
Yeah.
He's
Yeah.
going to be huge,
He's got a future, that's for sure.
and so much of it is so prescient. Like, I'll be reading something, and I'll have to put the book down because I think, wow, you wrote this in 1930, but like it's so true still 100 years later. Yeah, I think
Right.
in this book, Steinbeck, as a doctor, correctly diagnoses the sickness of North America. It's brilliant. It's brilliant stuff, but people know that.
I love it.
Yeah, you heard
Um,
about this Grapes of Wrath? It's pretty good.
Favorite author?
Uh, Totality of work, I have to go Kurt Vonnegut. I think just the way his brain works and sees things, and the way that he will do a speculative fiction, and it'll be both terrifying and hilarious at the same time. Like his short story about overpopulation, like the drug that means people never die, and so you have to get like special dispensation to have a kid. You've got it, and just it's you're laughing, you're like ha ha ha, and then you think about it for 2 seconds, and you're like, I can't read any more of this. That's actually really terrifying, and if I keep reading it, I fear it's going to change me.
Yeah, I just read Cat's Cradle for the first time.
It's so good.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, Juan
Ooh,
Peters and
wow.
Grand Falloons. Yeah.
Favorite place to travel or to visit?
My parents' house in Bob Cajun. Yeah, I've been to Spain, I've been to England, I've been to Portugal, I've been to Germany, been to Austria. I think still going to my parents' house, going down the driveway is more satisfying than any airplane landing in any place. But if you're asking vacation spot, I had a lovely honeymoon in Spain. We went through Andalusia, through Seville, and through Granada, and through Malaga, and it was just gorgeous.
I'd say your description of all the places you've been, but going home, that's a song right there. You got
Yeah, yeah.
to write that.
Yeah. My problem is, and there's this jerk, Gord Downey, who already wrote a song called Bob Cajun, and I feel like I just can't write about it.
Right.
Yeah, Bob Cajun too. I'm working on it. I'm working on
Here you go.
it. Miss you, Gord.
Favorite after show ritual?
Well, usually after show, I'm living in some stranger's house. They're all lovely strangers. They're lovely people. But when I'm working at the Grove, it's incredible. I get to live at home. So my favorite after show ritual would be coming home at around 11:15 and having both dogs just lose their minds when they see the lights coming down the driveway. And they get in the window and they're all happy and barky, and then I get to hang out with the dogs for a half hour, help them, shh, go back to sleep, go back to sleep. It's fine. The show went very well. It was amazing. I'm sorry, Buddy Holly didn't make it. I'm so sorry. I'm so
Favorite mode of transportation?
sorry. Ooh, the train, I think. The first time I did a show out in Halifax, I had them buy me a train ticket instead, and it was incredible. It was 24 straight hours on a Via Rail, which my butt was a little. But at the end of it, I'd seen much more of the country. The train, I think. So yeah, get on a train. We did high speed trains through Spain as well when I was on honeymoon. We did. My wife and I did a beautiful overnight train in Vietnam from Hanoi to Cat Ba, I believe. But it was an overnight. It was awesome. It was yeah, the train. Get on a train, folks.
Favorite past project?
I think my favorite past project was that project I was going out on the train to do to Halifax. They did once out at Neptune a number of years ago, but doing Celtic music in a Celtic cultured city, like we Neptune is here on the corner, and then across the street is Molly Bloom's, the Irish pub. So on two show days, we would do the matinee, and then we would go across the street to the pub and watch the pub musicians play the exact same music. We had like just the same. So we would invite them to the evening show, and they would come back, and you'd start playing like a Celtic reel or jig at the beginning of the show during the pre-show jam. And more often than not, people in the audience would just know the song and they would sing along. Be like, "Oh, I thought this was like a traditional." And they're like, "Yeah, it is. We know it." So once, I believe, once in Halifax, it was a special time. It was the first time I'd ever done the show, and it's my favorite. Big Glenn Hansard, you know.
Yeah, speaking of Glenn
Uh,
Hansard.
yeah, and it was a special place to do it because I think Haligonians appreciated the story on a different level than maybe your Torontonians or your New Yorkers would.
Beautiful. Favorite fantasy project?
I mean, doing once again.
Sure.
Fantasy project. I would love to be in the producers. I've always I think it's one of the funniest pieces of media anyone's ever put on paper. Like he was a special mind in Mel Brooks, and then a special mind even just like the best work that a genius has ever put out. I would love to play Leo Bloom in the producers. I think I would relish an opportunity. That's the dream. Yeah, I'd love to play Leo Bloom.
It's a great part for you. You'd be great.
I
You'd sound fantastic.
I used to do it all the time in theater school, and it got so bad that I would start doing other songs as Nathan Lane, or not Matthew Broderick rather. Like I would like that kind of. It would infect the rest of the old red hills of home. My teacher
I
said
can
stop doing impressions now.
I can imagine you playing that part and singing that music. You know, last summer it was so funny because you took on so much iconic rock and roll. It's
Mm,
I mean with like the Bryan Adams stuff. I mean, it just you've got such an amazing voice for it. And we were doing so much rock and roll between Buddy and the Canadian legends and obviously the Beatles. And then when we made the switch to doing the tribute to the best of Broadway, I was really excited about it. It was great to get to hear the cast make that switch to
hmm
that style of music.
Yeah,
Because I think a lot of people that was kind of their jam, their musical theater performers, and so they really got
yeah.
to show off something else. But I think you were the surprise. I think hearing your rock voice this summer completely surprised and blown away that the songs that you had in the Broadway show were as full and as rich as they were. I mean, your Being Alive and your Impossible Dream were highlights of the entire season
Thank you,
for me. So,
thank you, thank you.
so just beautiful, beautiful voice, beautiful work. Speaking of beautiful work, I'm so excited to have you back this coming summer. Thank you for joining us again.
Of course.
Thank you for
Anytime.
joining us on the podcast. Uh,
Thank you for
uh,
having me.
Absolutely. So this we've been very fortunate to chat with Isaac Bell, who will be back with the company. And if you haven't gotten your tickets for the season, what are you waiting for? Become a subscriber. Come see all the shows. We're announcing our guest artists very soon. It's a very good lineup. I'm very excited about it. Fantastic names. And the shows that the company will be presenting are going to be tons of fun. So come and see everything for the new tradition in Fenland Falls. This has been Conversations from the Grove. I'm going to get the name right this time. And again, it's grovetheater.ca. Become a subscriber, buy tickets, and come and hang out with us at the Grove Theater. And we'll
I'll
see you
see
next
you
time.
there.